Episode 3, Release Meditative Thoughts by Light Conscious. Let's talk about release. It's at the core of spirituality, the ability to transcend attachment, the ability to release is at the foundation and the pinnacle of it all. To cultivate the ability to flow, to detach, to release, with gratitude for what was, and with gratitude for what is, and with gratitude for what will be, is what we learn to embrace, however with struggle in the beginning. We grow up with a mindset of acquisition, collecting things, holding on to things, memories, feelings, and people. Perhaps we identify comfort or security in those things or people, and we hold on tightly. We often grow up with the mindset to elevate. Elevation in the material sense of wealth, accolades, titles, and power. And in the drive for a material elevation, or with acquisition and holding of memories, feelings, and people, we are diverting much of our time and energy to that process, when it could be better spent in simply being, in a journey to self and self-healing with access to the infinite, in alignment with spirit and the highest vibrational energies. This teaching of consumption that our world has built upon had led us to place our focus on all things transient of the material world and has deviated us from all things transcending of the spirit. In the process, we become ones who harvest more than we sow, and ones who take more from our home, Mother Earth, than we give or leave to share for those who follow. This mindset of acquisition, consumption, and holding on plays a role in all these aspects of our individual lives, and it affects those around us, the society that which we live in, and the planet that sustains us all. When we instead become aware of this and whisper to our inner mind a voice of satiation, that it is enough, that we have no want more than we need, then perhaps that will cultivate within us an enlightenment that becomes attuned to release. So, what does release have to do with not having a mindset purely based on acquisition, consumption, and holding on?
Release is the foundation of it all. When our inner mind is aware that everything is transient and temporary, that the universe is constant only in its change, and that time and space flow, and energy is the language of it all, we understand that there is no need to expend most of our focus on acquisition, in consumption, and in holding on. Instead, we do flow with the universe and allow ourselves to be amenable to the ebb and flow of it all, to allow for change, to allow for transformation, and for any of that to occur with ease, we must learn to release. We must learn how to release the things that no longer serve our highest good. We must learn to release the mindset of clinging onto material things, the inhibitive memories that we replay in loop, the feelings that we allow to become stagnant, the people that we hold on to longer when their time in our lives has elapsed. When it comes to people, just because we let go of someone or move on from a relationship does not mean that it meant nothing or it didn't have value. Sometimes it may simply be that it served its purpose for that phase of our life's journey, and we simply need to move forward to align with what awaits. The next step in our journeys, letting go and moving on, does not erase the past or take away value from what was shared. It just means we have completed that aspect of our individual journeys and we gratefully and courageously step forward for the next. That holds the same for other parts of our lives too. Releasing does not mean devaluing the past or disrespecting that which was shared or experienced. It means we are grateful for it and we allow ourselves to be open to all that awaits. Sometimes we cannot be open to allow new things to occur, for change and transition and transformation to occur when we hold on to the past. Just like Mother Nature allows for seasons to occur, for fall to lead to winter and winter to thaw in preparation for spring and for spring to make way for summer. We too must allow ourselves to freely release all that which is stagnant in our lives, within our minds, within our hearts, so we may freely flow onto the next seasons of our lives. There is much joy ahead, but we must allow ourselves to make way for it. For all that we wish to release, with a grateful mind, we extend the thread of tension, allowing for movement as we move forward with hope and gratitude. Thank you so much for listening to us today. It was Mrinalini and Shirley from Light Consciousness.